and welcome back. Let's finish this little weaving up today. I didn't get video up yesterday because I have been spent 2 days doing nothing but sitting. I somehow put my back and my shoulders out really bad. It wasn't fun, believe me, I couldn't move. I was in like the worst pain I have been in probably in years. I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep for like 2 days. I'm still super tired. I gotta go back to work. I had to work some Sunday night, and I tell you what, by the time I got done, I was in agony. So I went to the chiropractor on Monday, and he put everything mostly back in place. He didn't get it all, and that was horrible because it was a Monday night, everything kind of slipped back out, and somehow I finally just passed out asleep, and so, yeah, that's what I've been doing. So today I'm feeling a lot better. I still have one spot that's out a little bit, but it's not. I'm hoping I can get it back into, and then things will be good again. And you know, honestly, I don't even know what I did. He's like, "What'd you do?" I don't know. And he's like, "Oh, I think it's been out longer than you said." Well, I said I think it was kind of going out, and then it was going back in, so I didn't pay a lot of attention to it, and then it finally just went out. Okay, so I know I want more fringe up in here. Like I said, it's probably only going to go about that far. I want to leave myself plenty of room to tie it off and to make it so that it can loop over the dowels. Because it's so small, I think I'm going to need the extra length up here to be able to make that work. And it is getting kind of long, although we do have nice high walls we can put this on. That's why I'm doing it bigger. So what I think I want to do right now is I want to take some of my jute twine and I want to make some ryan knots so that we can have fringe. And this twine is a little, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's not wanting to hang straight. I think we can work that out though. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. You all know making ryan knots in this size is not exactly an ideal process. So I will be turning the weaving so I can see what I'm doing, and I want to see where I want this to hang down. I will cut it. It won't be that long. Not clear down to here. I've got it. It's quite long right now, but that's good in miniature too, because then you can always cut it off. So let's see if I can get a few ryan knots tied. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some of this blue and I'm using a double strand of that. Where am I at? Right there, somewhere. I can see the shadow. Or is that the string? It's so tiny, it's hard to tell. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do with this is I'm going to start evening this out and make a line. And then we're going to do another color up here and then another color. And then I'm going to finish it off. And I think it's going to be a lot more simple than I had planned on. But honestly, weaving in this size is rather difficult. So we'll see what happens here. So I'm just gonna do just a plain weave right now. And I'm going to try to get this built up a bit. I think we're just gonna have to go over this first one to start and work our way from there. Just to get it built up, I want to even it out because I'm just going to make it even all the way to the end. I'm not going to be trying any more fancy stuff or anything like that. The end of this is just going to be very simple, which is okay because for weaving this size, I've really got a lot going on. Or I feel like I do anyway. Okay, we're going to go under that one. Whoops. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Let's come through nicely. There we go. I think I have an end that's not even here or something. Oh, I pulled the other thread in with it. Okay, there we go. All right, back on track, I think. Boy, I hope. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and keep filling this piece in here, this edge, until we get it straight with the other, and then we're just going to work some straight lines across. And this is where this is getting to be quite tricky. I keep pulling my ends in. It's just because there's so very little space. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Alright, let's start evening this all out. I need to get in between those. And I think we're to the point where we can work all the way up to there. Okay. Don't want our warp threads going inward. That would just make it look all kinds of weird. I'm going to push that down. It's also very hard to push things down and get them even in this scale because it is so tiny. Hopefully my warp threads will straighten themselves out here. Yeah, I'm running into a problem with this thread doubled. I'm getting one piece is wanting to, there we go. Yeah, it's better. And because these warp threads have now gotten so loose, this is really tricky. I think what happened over here is I've got some of my weaving from the bottom there because of these Ryan knots. No, wait, nope, there we go. All right, we're good. I thought that some of those threads had somehow come up. I don't know exactly how that would happen, but it could. So let's make our rounded edge there and keep going. The more I get on here, the better I'll be able to pack that down like it's supposed to be also. I want to be able to go all the way across with the blue, and I think we are to that point now, which is good. I haven't used this blue for a while, so not since down on the bottom. There we go. There, yeah. All right, that's more what we're looking for. I've still got some of these warp threads that are a little bunched up from the knots, but they will straighten out, I hope, as I go. Okay, I've got that one string that's just wants to do its own thing. nothing wrong with that except it's kind of ticking me off. Oh, yeah. All right, well, I don't want that going in like that, so let's pull it back out. And yeah, I would not do a full-size weaving doing some of the things I'm doing here. However, it's, yeah, it's what it is. Okay. I hate that saying, and I keep saying it. I'm tired of it. I mean, everybody says it. It's what it is. And, yeah. Oh, see, pulling way in now. That's bad. These threads are getting so loose, and even if I didn't want to end it off, you know, finish right now, I would have to because they're just getting way too loose, and then you can't get you can't get them to cooperate and work right when they get too loose like that. It's, so, you know, what did I do there? I think I went over, no, I didn't go over 2. It's just not wanting to go down. So I may have some white spots showing. If I did this again, believe me, it would be a whole different thing. And it doesn't want to beat down like it's supposed to. Hopefully we can take care of that. Okay, I'm going to go a few more rows in the blue, just trying to get it all evened out here. Not have those white spots. Okay, come on, thread. One of these two is the one that's got that. There it is. That's that one. Okay, and I don't want to be so far over. I want to kind of pull this one down. And then I want to round it. Put it down like it's supposed to be. I think I messed up with something, but it's so small, I'm just going to keep going. So it gives me kind of an interesting little pattern there, if nothing else. Granted, one I didn't really want, but it'll work. So I'm going to go a couple more rows of the blue, I think, and then stop. There we go. No. Okay, I think that's enough blue. Let's go for the gray now. This is a regular yarn that I've separated into, it was a 4-ply yarn. I've separated into a 2 so that it would be smaller for the project. I'm going to start with the gray, and I'm just going to be just same thing, just plain straight weave. I would really have to experiment, I think, to ever be able to do something really kind of fancy with this. I did tie some knots in this, just randomly here and there. I want a little bit of texture, and I'm not sure it'll do the trick, but we're going to try. So let's get that squished down onto our blue, and we'll probably do a few rows of that. And then we will, okay, over, we gotta go under. Oops. Oh, you know what? It would help if I used the right end of the needle. Oh dear, look at that. I have the weekend off, and I really need to start shopping for Christmas. I haven't yet. Yeah, every year I procrastinate. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get it done this year, and I don't. Typical me. And every year I get mad at myself for waiting toward, when it's getting toward the last minute. But a lot of times I don't know what anyone wants till almost Christmas. Which doesn't exactly make it easy. I don't know what exactly I'm getting anyone yet. The grandkids want expensive stuff like usual. Personally, I'd rather get a lot of smaller gifts because when you want the big expensive stuff, you don't get as much. I would really rather get a bunch of smaller things. I'm hoping my family will listen to me because I really want them each to make me something, and I don't care what it is, in miniature, so that I have something from my family members in my dollhouse. A family lives there, and I would like my family to make me things. I don't care what they make. I mean, if one of them wants to scribble on a piece of paper and go, there, it's a little kid's drawing, that would be great because I have little kids in the house anyway. So, yeah, why not? But I just thought it would be so cool to have something personally made from each of my family members for my house. I really think that would be so special. So hopefully they're listening, or they listened, and hopefully I will get something. Kind of, I don't know, it's be kind of fun because my one son-in-law is an engineer, and it'd be cool to have something like little blueprints or plans or something, to hang on the wall. That kind of stuff. So I'm really hoping that they listen to me and that I will get something that's, like that. So, okay, so the knots are actually making a texture in a way, but I don't know if you can even see that. It's so small. But I can feel them. I can see them. So, yeah. Come on, we're not going to start doing that now. We're this far. I think I'll go a few more rows, couple more rows at least of the gray, and then I will do some more blue, and then we will do the off-white and finish this thing. Oh, darn it, get under there. Sometimes. Tails out of there because I don't want them in there. I had thought about running a piece of the wool roving up at the very top, but then I decided not to. So I think this is probably going to be the last piece of the gray that we're going to do, or the last part of the gray. I just don't want this to get too much bigger. I really need some space up at the top, and I'm going to have to get a dowel this weekend, so I will probably go ahead and hang it on the dowel without you, which I apologize for, but I don't have any dowels that are the right size to do this with, and I don't have any sticks that are small enough either, so that part I'm probably going to have to do without you. I'll probably just show it in the next video before we start on other things for the Boho project. We've still got the pillows to make for the couch. We've still got, I want to make some of those poofs that go on the floor. Pottery, picture frames for the gallery wall, deciding what kind of pictures we're going to put up there. And, yeah, so there's a lot to do yet. This was a project that became more complex than I thought it would be. but it's going to be amazing, I think, when I get it done. We've got to make our lighting. I don't know if I said that. Got a really cool idea for it, though, so hopefully that'll work. I'm going to be using fairy lights, so... Oh, no. And then I got to talking and pulled it through. Okay. But, yeah, so... Those are a lot of the things we got to do yet. And, of course, I want to put plants in there and maybe a few more of her little textile arts. I might not do all of those with you, though. I don't think there's going to be that many. That pushed down good. Do like maybe 4 rows of the blue, then we'll move to the off-white and we will finish that up. I'm not sure how I'm going to do my last row because I'm still not any good at all at doing I don't know why the twining stitch, when I do it with a needle, is like so escaping my knowledge of how to do it, but it doesn't look very pretty. I may do that off camera simply because it's something that I need to take my time doing or I mess it up, and I don't want to mess up. Now we are almost to the end. So this is probably not the fanciest or greatest weaving anyone's ever seen, but I think it's going to look pretty cool when I get it on the wall. Okay, one more time through with the blue. I may incorporate the last part of the weaving in with something else that we're doing in the boho room, because once I get it off of here and I get that row in up there, that twining row, which just locks your stitches in really good so they don't come out, then we'll see if we can go ahead and get it on the doll together. But I will incorporate that, I think, into another part of this project because it won't take very long, I hope. Okay, we are down to the last little bit of our weaving. It's gotten pretty long, but that's okay. Weavings come in all sizes. And I'm probably just going to go maybe 3 or 4 rows with this, doubled like I did the blue. I would like to put in another sumac or double sumac, but I'm starting to look at this and go, you know, I really need that space because it's so small, so I'm probably not going to try to do anything like that. Oops, 2 instead of 1. I hope you're being able to see some of this. I know I keep getting off camera. It's so hard to see. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oops, get out of there. I will also, oops, uh-oh, I didn't get that even. Oh, okay, pull that out. I need to get my ends even up. I thought I had them. Okay, sorry. All right, I will probably go ahead and tie up all these, do what I'm going to do with all these ends and edges that are sticking out also without you, because it's going to be a fiddly process. I did a rug with gluing those down, and just to see how it would be, I wove a little multicolored rug. And it was okay, but by doing that, I could see what, you know, could possibly be a problem on this. So it's something that's fiddly process too, just to get it so that everything lays good. So I probably will not be doing that with you either, and I'm sorry. I know a lot of you are like, oh, you're cutting out parts of actually doing it. Yes, I am. But I am doing it because of the size. Because I want this to come out nice, because I really want to see it all done in our little room box we're making. And I really want it to come out nice. Okay, I think a couple more rows of this, and we're going to call this done. We're going to get one that wants to be a little longer than the other, or, you know. Okay. One more time back through. And that's going to be the end of the weaving process. Okay, final stitches. It was fun. I'll admit that it was fun, but it was very frustrating also. But yeah, I think it was a worthwhile project to do. Okay, I'm gonna clip those, and although it looks pretty ratty right now, this is kind of what we're looking at. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Looks like just a mess of threads, huh? Yeah. Well, I will take care of that. Let me explain to you what I will be doing next. Oops, I have a piece of roving there somewhere. I hope that didn't come out of the weaving. Okay, so what I will be doing next, and I am not going to do this with you on camera because this is going to be very fiddly too, because it's so small and I have so many ends and stuff. I'm going to be removing it from the loom, and that means I'll just be taking all these threads off, and I will be tying them at the bottom and then clipping them down a ways, because they will be behind the fringe, so they won't show, all of these. And then I will be taking these loose also and tying them off. Just remember, I have to put that one row of the twining in yet. So before I can take it off the loom, I'll have to put that in. And I really would rather not have you watch me struggle with that, because I'm not good at it. And then once it's off the loom, I will be hiding these ends as best I can. And then I will come back to you in the next video, where we will probably also be doing something else. And I will show you the little weaving all done and ready to put on the wall. I may cut the ends with you. My battery is dying. I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.